Zoom. So welcome everyone. We're super excited to have 4 of our student athletes making a commitment today to continue on to be student athletes at the collegiate level. We're super proud of you. We're excited that you and your parents, and looks like we got grandparents on here, are also able to join along with your coaches. On behalf of myself, the athletic director, our president, Brian Liedlich, Karen Love, our principal, and all the faculty staff here, we're really excited for you to be part of this night and the opportunity to talk a little bit about your next steps in the collegiate experience. It's not an easy decision to make. There's a lot of commitment at the high school level that you have to take on to be a successful student athlete, and you've all obviously have done that, both on the fields, courts, wherever the golf arenas that Paige is in, to be able to excel, but also in the classroom. And we're really proud of you and the work ethic that you've put in. Parents, your time and commitment is not unnoticed. You've probably spent a lot of time and energy getting them places, making sure that they're fed when they're having long trips or matches or whatever it might be. Thank you for that. I'm sure that your sons and daughters say thank you. If you don't, make sure after this you say thank you and give them big hugs. And thank you for your sacrifices, parents, for sending your child to St. Viator so that we can be mentors and provide these opportunities for them. Really, and to the coaches, we've got our coaches on here. Thanks for mentoring them and providing them with this opportunity and growing them over their 4 years here as student athletes. I'm going to back off now. Coach Gager is our MC during these, so he's going to take over and lead us through the rest of the ceremony.
Hey, everybody. Welcome, Winter signing day. Obviously we'll identify the elephant in the room with COVID and this being a different layout this year. But you know what? We did this in the fall and we had such a good response. And, I think the atmosphere of being at home with your loved ones was kind of a really sentimental opportunity to really take in, the big step that you are taking. This is a huge step in your life. Your parents are so proud of you. And what better way than to sit in the comfort of your house with your parents and really just kind of take it all in. I remember when I was at St. Viator and we had our signing day, all I wanted to do was celebrate that moment with my parents because I knew the sacrifices that they made for the 4 years to send me to St. Viator and the sacrifice that they were going to make for the next 4 years to let me go on and pursue athletics in college. So it really is fantastic. Obviously we trade everything to, sit in the commons, but at the same time, we kind of rifle through that. And, sometimes we lose that personal touch. And this has just been a really special way to allow you guys to, really thank your parents to share their joy and their excitement, and your coaches as well. So what we'll do is we'll introduce each student athlete, and then we'll allow them to kind of say who and what they're thankful for. Parents, after that, if you want to go ahead and say a few kind words or anything of encouragement, grandparents, if you want to chime in, and then coaches, you can definitely wrap it up there at the end and, share your pride in the journey that they have ahead of them. And, I love this because I'm going to share some fun facts about the schools that you're going to, or maybe the towns that the schools are in. We did this last time and it was really cool. Some interesting stuff. Paige, since today is National Women's in Sports Day, we're going to have you go first. It seems very fitting. So Paige joined the St. Viator family as a graduate of Thomas Middle School in Arlington Heights. Paige had a stellar golf career here for St. Viator. She also participated in pep and symphonic band while also being a member of the Ambassadors Club and the Tech Crew. Paige is joining a pretty awesome university with some really cool history. If you guys are familiar with country music, country superstar Brett Eldridge is an alumni of the university. The campus also plays host to the Elmhurst Jazz Festival, which is recognized as one of the oldest festivals of its kind in the country. And also, and I thought this was really awesome, and I'm going to go there now every holiday season, is that the university was gifted the nativity scene from Home Alone and they display it every holiday season. So just some really cool, quick, fun facts. Paige, we'll turn it over to you. I think Mr. Cuffle will go ahead and unmute you. Go ahead and announce what school you're going to be attending, what sport you'll be playing, and then anything you're thankful for, and thank your parents.
I'm Paige. I'm going to Elmhurst University for golf. I would like to thank my parents, the coaches, and my teammates for making it like a second home to me.
That's awesome, Paige. Mr. Klausman, if you want to go for it, feel free to.
Sure, thanks. Keep up your enthusiasm for golf and for learning. Enjoy the opportunities coming up to meet new teammates, have new experiences at this next level of competition. The time's going to go by quick, so savor the moments as, they disappear, as this last year has shown us. Anything can happen at any time, so savor it as it comes. Congratulations, and we're all very proud of you.
Coach, feel free to take the mic.
You're on mute. Hold up, Coach.
There we go. I think you're live.
How's that?
There you go, Coach.
All right. Shows my age here. Anyway, talk about things going fast. It seemed like yesterday she was at our 7th and 8th grader at our camp. And from the minute she started on the golf team her freshman year, she played 1, 2, or 3 for us. One of the most decorated female golfers in St. Vitus school history. 2-time state qualifier. It would have been 3 times this year if we would have been able to play. A couple of times all conference, captain of the all conference team this year. So her golf is an up and down at times. It's such a tough sport. Went through some swing changes, but she never changed. She just worked hard, and Elmhurst University is getting a wonderful player. Better yet, a better kid. So some of the complications we have with golf is where the kids put their equipment during the day. We have a match in the afternoon, 4 girls, they have to do something with their bag. You see Paige meet them before school, putting 6, 7 bags in her car, getting the underclassmen to some practices and matches. She's like a big sister from freshman year on, but the last 2 years, she's been amazing. Coach Cotillo and myself couldn't have asked for any more from any youngster. And know that she's going to go and continue playing golf and continue being the wonderful person she is, makes me really, really proud. And the best thing is it's close, so I can come and watch. So I'll be doing that. I might yell once or twice just to keep you honest, but I'm very proud of you, Paige, and go get them. You're a star. Thank you.
Congratulations, Paige.
Awesome. All right. So next up, we got Gormy. James Gorman, you're up, buddy. So go ahead and introduce you, and then we'll turn it over to you. And, definitely feel free to have Mom chime in there and give you some great words of encouragement. So James joined the Vider family as a graduate of St. James here in Arlington Heights. James is a dual sport athlete for the Lions, participating in baseball and hockey. At one point, actually was a 3-sport athlete doing football as well. James Future College has been the launching pad for some really awesome alumni. Actually, some pretty distinguished baseball alumni. Gary Gaetti, who was a 2-time Major League All-Star, World Series champion, 4-time Gold Glove winner, and a Silver Slug winner, attended his Future College. Rex Morgan, who was a former 2nd-round draft pick for the Boston Celtics and coached 14 seasons in the United States Basketball League, and actually holds the record with most wins at 196. The fun fact about the hometown of Mattoon, Illinois, is that they are actually considered the bagel capital of the world. And they celebrate this every year with the world's largest bagel breakfast, consuming 60,000 bagels. So Gormy, get ready to load up on those bagel sandwiches. We'll put on some pounds. Make sure you send me some. So those are just some quick, interesting facts. Gorman, why don't you go ahead and announce where you're attending, what sport you're going to be playing, and who and what you're thankful for.
Hi, I'm James Gorman. I'm attending Lakeland Junior College for baseball, and I would just like to thank my family, Coach Mano, Coach Bernard, my travel coach, Coach Tim Benz for hockey, all my teammates throughout the years, and just always being there for me, especially my parents, though, that through all the years of sports, and at one point playing 3 sports, it probably was a lot on them too. So I couldn't be more thankful for them. So.
I love it, buddy. Parents, you want to take over? You want to?
Seamus, go ahead, say something.
Hey, yeah, guys. Hey, Coach Mano. Hey, everybody. Thank you, Patrick, for putting this together. I really appreciate it. You guys are outstanding. This wasn't an easy decision for James. I know he had a few offers from hockey schools and a number from baseball. And what really attracted James was not having to go to the juniors in Canada and living with a family for 2 years. That wasn't his cup of tea. And I think he really wanted to pursue college baseball, and it's been one of his dreams since he was a little guy playing in the little leagues around here. And what really attracted him to the Mattoon area and the coaching staff down there was just, these guys are blue collar grit guys that get the job done. And I think that's what really attracted him. Not only that, it was the high caliber baseball down there, which is, you go down to that area, you've got Wabash Valley and several other D1 JUCO schools that are producing some pretty amazing athletes. And I think this will also prepare him for the opportunity to get on the field for the first 2 years. So the schools he was looking at, some MAC schools and A10 schools for baseball, they couldn't guarantee he would get on the field at those first 2 years. So this gives him the opportunity to play with his kids his age, right, for his first and second year, and then matriculate into a 4-year university to go and play some additional baseball. So we're super excited about it. I didn't know a lot about it. COVID kind of opened up God's way of opening up the door to other possibilities. And I think that's what's really unique about it, is the opportunity that to come into a new family down there, and and all the coaches that have been able to spend time with him, and even Coach Tom Bernard over at the barn, and Tommy Nelson for his speed work. So, and all you guys for all the weight training and everything else. But I'll pause there. Coach Archibald, I would love to have him. He's still thinking about playing football in the spring. So I don't know what the plans are for that, but thanks again for everything. I appreciate you guys' support. Look forward to one last high school baseball year here. Anything else to add, Mom?
I'm just really excited. It's the bagel capital because he eats like 5 meals a day. So hopefully they will be able to provide him with much food, because he can, despite what you may see, he can really eat a lot. So it's been amazing watching him grow and develop as a young man. Just not just sports, but just all around academically, and we're just very proud of our son. So I'm excited and I'm happy it's not that far and we can go watch baseball. So that's a good thing.
Yeah. I love it. Go ahead,
Thanks,
Mark.
guys.
So it's ironic because you guys it's hard to follow up those 2 speeches with some of the things I already had in there. But the one thing that really comes to mind with James, which Seamus just said, is that Lakeland has is that blue collar mentality. And that's what he's shown since he's been in the program. And to be honest, his strengths and the things that he's been able to do at this point are really solely on him. He's been at the barn all these years. He does the extra work. I'll be driving by Vider on a random day and I see him and his dad, hitting and fielding. And so just his work ethic alone is one of the better ones that I've seen in a long time. And really all the credit goes to him. I know you have people that help you along the way, but I've just been impressed with his work ethic. Been an awesome teammate for over the years. Obviously we missed the season last year. So I was looking forward to coaching James for 3 years, but it ends up only being 2. And even as a sophomore, and what I mean by consummate teammate, we put him in a position that he didn't really play before. He's a middle infielder, and we asked him to do something a little bit different, and never complained. Went out there and did a great job. Started every game for us as a sophomore, and I know he's going to be one of our leaders this year. just really looking forward to your success this year, James. And I think sky's the limit for him come college, because he's been doing all this, playing hockey for about 8 months during the year. So to put in that work during hockey just kind of shows you his character and his work ethic. So super proud of you and looking forward to your future success. So congratulations, James.
Congrats, James.
James.
All right. Awesome. We're moving on to Big Brandon. Brandon Taylor, we're going to fire you up next. All right. So Brandon joined the Vider family as a graduate of Mary Seat of Wisdom over in Park Ridge. Brandon's had a stellar career for the Lions on the football field and will continue that journey. Brandon's future university has some awesome notable alumni, such as Bill Callahan, who's a longtime NFL coach who led the Raiders to Super Bowl 37 during the 2002-2003 season. Julie Harshberg, she was actually the first woman to score a field goal in professional indoor football and has also earned Special Team Player of the Year in the Continental Indoor Football League. Brandon's college town, Lisle, Illinois, is actually home to Joy Sterling Morton. If you're familiar with that name, that is the founder of the infamous Morton Salt Company. And he was the son of Julius Morton, which is an awesome fun fact here because Julius Morton founded Arbor Day. So get ready to plant some trees when you're on Benedictine University. So go ahead, announce where you're going, what you're playing, and who you're thankful for.
Yeah, I'm Brandon Taylor. I'm going to Benedictine University for football. I'm thankful for my parents for always believing in me and putting me in this situation. And I'm thankful for all the coaches I've had throughout my years at Vider, especially Coach Arch, for helping me through the recruiting process and developing me as a player.
Mom and Dad, Mom, I know you're proud of the display that you put up. So
I do. I just want to say, well, first of all, thank you for putting this together. And I love the fun facts. That's cool. Thank you. I didn't know that, and I appreciate it. And I want to congratulate everyone, all of you athletes, for doing an amazing job. I just want to share a couple of memories about Brandon. I have many because he's been playing tackle football since 5, but one particular memory that stands out is the end of his feeder program. I remember running into his head coach at Jewel, and he said to me that in the beginning of the season, the offensive coordinator said, linemen can't be quarterback. And then his head coach said, but I told our offensive coordinator, Frankie, that yes, linemen can make great quarterbacks. Well, I'm proud to say that Brandon was their quarterback that year, and it was the first year in the feeder program's history that a team ever made it to the state championship level. And he did that. He helped lead the team there. So that was one of my favorite memories. And the other that has led him to this journey is, I remember last season, Brandon sat next to me and he said, Mom, I really miss football. And then I asked him a bunch of questions and he's like, well, usually it takes me a couple of weeks to miss football. He's like, and this was just a couple of days after the season ended. And after a series of questions, he said, Coach Arch is someone that you want to fight for on the field. So Dave, I just want to tell you, thank you. I am grateful and thankful to God that you have coached him for 2 years and will this year, and influencing the young man that he's become. I mean, I have the utmost respect for you. We are thankful for you.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. And my words of advice to my son are to fight for what you believe in, keep playing football with all the passion that's in your heart, and try not to get emotional. I know you told me not to do that. And I just want you to know that your mindset is everything, son. So remember that, because your mindset will determine how far you go, how much you grow, and how well you succeed in life. And I can't wait to watch you be an Eagle, and we are proud of you and we love you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys for this
Thank you.
opportunity.
Dave, go ahead if you're ready.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Antoinette and Rick. Thanks so much. There's a lot I could say, Brandon, about you, and I'm going to focus on just a few themes, and mostly it's a theme of gratitude for you and for your family. The things that I will miss, and I'm grateful we still have time together. First of all, I really am. This spring, I'm looking forward to that and not looking beyond that at all. But I'm grateful for your character, Brandon. I'm grateful for your perspective on life. I think you've had a mature perspective, and you kind of have a reflective heart naturally. And you're also a person who's constantly willing to sacrifice. So those are some of the things I'm most thankful for, and that I'll miss when you move on to college. But also, I think that perspective on life has come in part too through Lauren's battles and victories. And I know that's, I think, deepened your vision of who you are as a young man, as a person, and that's carried over onto the field. And I think that healthy perspective on life and on the game that you have, it doesn't diminish from the game at all. If anything, I think it makes you want to sacrifice more for the game. And I truly believe that, having character, having the sense of not, football is a hard game, right? It's a really tough game, but for you, it's not like, what do I have to do to play this game? It's always seems like, what do I get to do, right? What do I get to sacrifice? And when you have that kind of mentality, I know that you're only going to climb. The second thing I'm going to miss is your steadiness. Okay. I mean, my vision of you walking in the weight room, you and well, before, Kraus and stuff in the back, Pittman and Eighth, and the guys, I can picture you kind of at the first or second rack there. I walk in, it's like same Brandon every day when I walk into the weight room, like ready to go, ready to work, nothing flashy, just ready to go attack the bar and move weight and get stronger. That steadiness and that consistency, that's going to carry you a long way in college. And it's taken you look where you've gone from the Des Plaines Junior Warriors to your freshman year to a full-time varsity player as a sophomore, leadership council, two-way starter, captain, right? Like, you've climbed, and college football is going to be a whole new battle and journey and mountain to climb, but you're ready. And the consistency and the sacrifice and kind of the joy you have in sacrificing, that's what's going to help you keep climbing. And I'm confident you will. And I'm glad you're going to be nearby where I can still come and see you play. And then, that steadiness carries over to your listening, your learning. Like, you're smart, right? You know the game. You've learned a ton. I could ask you to teach the younger guys things, right? And that's just because you pay attention to detail. So I'm grateful for that. Your striving's been awesome, and it's always going to continue, I know. So thank you, Antoinette and Rick. Thanks for sharing, Brandon, and thank you, Brandon, for all you've given to the program, to the school, the example you've given to others. And again, I couldn't be more thankful that we're still going to run out on the field together this spring. So appreciate that.
Can't wait. Thank you.
Congrats,
Thank you.
Brandon.
Congratulations, Brandon.
All right, we got our last one, and this is pretty awesome. You guys are all so close to home, so you're not far away from these coaches, and I can definitely speak as a coach too. We love hearing from you guys. So as we round this out here with Sebastian, we still have some time together, but as you depart, don't ever be strangers. You got a lot of people who care for you, and some awesome messages here. So without further ado, Sebastian joined us from as a graduate of Jane Addams Junior High in Schaumburg. Sebastian is an active member of the boys soccer team and continues the rich tradition of Vider soccer players continuing on to play at the collegiate level. Sebastian's future university has a rich tradition of athletic success. The university has captured 103 conference championships while also making 59 NCAA tournament appearances across men and women's sports. The city in which Sebastian is located, or his college is located in, is actually known as the City of Lights. This is because they were actually the first city to illuminate their city streets with electronic lights. So I thought that was pretty awesome. Also, my favorite fun fact about the town that Sebastian will be going to is that it was the setting for one of the greatest Chicago films of all time, which is Wayne's World. Sebastian, if you've never seen it, that's a great movie to watch when you're in college, buddy. So without further ado, go ahead and announce where you're attending, what sport you're playing, and who and what you're thankful for.
My name is Sebastian Howarth. I will be attending Aurora University, and I play soccer. I just want to thank my dad mostly for being my coach before I could even walk, and my mom especially for just supporting me all the way. And my high school coach, Coach Taylor, even though he couldn't be here, he called me before this happened, and he said, can't thank you enough for helping me and everything like that. And I just want to thank all my teammates, my travel coach, and everyone that has helped me along this journey.
Mom and Dad, feel free.
Go ahead, Laura.
Sure. I guess I also want to thank my sister who's here, who was our photographer for many years, not only soccer, but baseball since the age of 4. And I never thought I would ever dream of saying my son will play football because we were always a soccer family. But Coach Archibald gave him the opportunity to maybe kick for the football team. So, we never, football was never in our vocabulary because he was always a soccer player. So that's going to be really exciting. So for Sebastian to keep his, to do well at Viator, playing not only high school sports, but playing full-time travel, since a young age, like all parents, it's a sacrifice not only for us, but for them. And we are just very proud of him. And a funny story, when he was 8, he came to me and he said, "Mom, I think I want to give up playing soccer." And I was like, "Okay, well, why?" And he's like, "Well, I've been playing my whole life and I just think I want to do something different." So, at the age of 8, I felt like I probably still had some sway to get him to maybe change his mind. And obviously we're very, very lucky that he decided to stick with it. And we've been just so proud to see him grow as a human, as an adult, and I'm really looking forward to seeing him continue to be a great kid and a great person, and just proud of him and just love him. And I also want to thank my parents. They were on the sidelines when I played, and no matter how many times I yelled at my mom for yelling my name, that I was the only one that could hear, we're just so grateful. And I'm sure all of you athletes are so grateful for all the sacrifices, and we wanted to make them because we wanted our kids to succeed. So we're just so proud and just thankful for Viator for giving him the opportunity. We were kind of a last minute change of heart when we were thinking of going to college or high school, and Jason Cuffle kind of led our way. So thank you for showing us what Viator was all about. And we're just grateful for all the coaches, baseball, soccer. I know Coach Taylor's not here, and grateful for just the leadership that Coach Archibald has given Seb in just a short period of time. So thanks.
Yeah, I know Dave had some kind words for Seb. So Dave, feel free to share.
Adam and Laura, thank you for helping make the multi-sport in one season work. I'm grateful that you've been all right and supported that. I know, obviously, Seb, you've been a multi-sport athlete and done really well from the football perspective. I'm obviously really grateful to have gotten to know you better in this last year, and appreciate very much the effort you put in. I mean, I think of back when we went to quarantine and you're sending me videos, and I'm sending you kicking technique thoughts and watching them, and how hard you've worked at that. And it seemed like you took a lot of joy in it. I'm certainly grateful that you're gonna have a helmet on and be kicking off and kicking PATs and field goals for us. I'm looking forward to the spring and that very much, while knowing obviously that soccer is your priority where you're going in college, and that we can support that and have you with us has been awesome. And I know the team's grateful for you as far as from the football perspective, and we're obviously very proud of you as a multi-sport guy who's done a lot of great things, and will continue this year.
Thank you.
I'm going to jump in quick, Seb, just because I thought it was important to point out, as I look at you, and I probably, if I wasn't the athletic director and I was still in enrollment or just coaching, I wouldn't have been able to see Paige on the out on the golfing out there, or you playing soccer, or I probably would have saw Brandon out there playing football. James, I probably would have come and saw a couple games baseball wise, because that's kind of what I liked. But I'm blessed to see other sports and get to know kids in different ways. And one thing that comes to my mind about you is character, because when you were wanting to do both football and soccer, you were a little nervous about it. How would people approach it? How would you handle it? And you came in with an idea and a plan, and you approached both Coach Arch and Coach Taylor, and you did a great job with it and provided the opportunity for yourself to, try something you never tried, and it was outside of your comfort zone. So, I'm really impressed and proud of you for that. Other thing is as you know, and Coach Mano knows, and a few other, it's not easy being one of the better players in our soccer program. Coach Taylor is really tough on those better players. And every time I saw him kind of get on you for one thing or another, you always, looked at him, had a positive attitude about it, and shook your head up and down. And you went out there and tried your best. You might not have done it the right way, but you did it and you tried. There's two other things that I've noticed lately with you. Is even though you were new to football this summer, as we're out there at the summer camps, you were working with Taylor Petrillo and a freshman kicker. Even though you didn't know him and you guys were all learning together, but you were a really good leader out there with them. And you can't teach that. That's part of who you are, and make sure you hone in on that because that's a really special thing to have. And the final thing is, just the other day, I saw you down in the weight room with the football team. Good for you. You're trying different things and you're trying to make yourself a better athlete. So as I look at you, I know Coach Taylor couldn't be here. I wanted to make sure I said a couple things that I've seen from you over the last couple years as the athletic director and pointed those things out. So congratulations. We're glad you're close. So going to Aurora. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
I think Coach Gager is going to lead you guys in the signing here.
Yeah, so
I guess
we sent over the sheet of paper to the parents for you guys to go ahead and sign. So, what we would love for you guys to do is go ahead, sign that with your parents. And then if you could capture a picture of you guys signing that as a family and email that over to me so we can, share that with the Vider community. Obviously, that's the most special part of this is obviously signing that full commitment to your next university. So, enjoy it, have some fun with it. If you want to do something goofy, silly, or, just be together as a family, just go ahead and sign that. You can just email me directly a picture of that so we can go ahead and share that with our community. I know we did a nice little write-up in the paper last time. So I think that's the plan, is to celebrate you guys and, let obviously your grade school community know and the Vider community. We want to share this exciting day with as many people as we possibly can. Before we go.
So without further ado, go ahead and sign your 10.
Yeah.
Sign it and then figure it out and then do a mock signing later with the pictures. Sign it away and then do a picture later on. And those are for you guys to keep just as a memento. You don't need to send them to us.
Congratulations, guys. I was just thinking to myself, I was like, all right, so my next step is I'm going to get in the car. I'm going to put on some Brett Eldridge as a little omen to Elmhurst University. Then I'm going to go drive up to Mattoon and get myself a bagel and sprinkle some Morton salt on it. And then go take a night ride down the illuminated streets of Aurora. So we're going to tie everything together. I'm so proud of you guys. It's awesome. I know obviously Jason as an alum, Mano as an alum. If we have other alums on the call as well, it is so awesome to watch you guys take so much pride in going to the next level. It makes us so happy. I mean, I can't tell you how awesome it is to watch the Twitter feed and see what people are doing at the next level. And I have a feeling that we got 4 names right here that are going to be blowing up that Twitter feed over the next 4 years, on and off the field, or the course, for you, Paige. I'm so excited for you guys. I know obviously Jason as well, this is why he does what he does and gets to school super early to turn the lights on and turn them off most days. It's all for you guys and this moment right here. So, enjoy it. I'm happy that we're able to give you this experience. Again, we know that in the crazy times, we'd love for some alternatives, but hey, sometimes it gives us an opportunity to maybe give you an even more special opportunity. And you're in the living room where you grew up and, you're making a pretty big step in life, in a pretty special place in your life. So, enjoy it. Can't wait to see you guys at school tomorrow. Big smiles on your face. So We'll continue to rock and roll, and we'll have an awesome spring here with a bunch of sports going on. It's going to be super hectic, but it's going to be so much fun. And congratulations, guys.
Congratulations. Thanks for everyone for visiting. Sister, grandparents, Mrs. O'Neill. Thanks everyone for coming in. Bye.